Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm going to need to do this small travel med kit. I was looking on the internet for ideas of what to put in this travel med kit, but still keep it small and pretty minimal. And I didn't see a whole lot of content online, so I figured I would contribute to my own of what I've put together. Caveat, I'm a nurse, and so it's sometimes hard for me to not bring everything in this category particularly, and this is very much skewed to my needs and my family's needs. So this is the bag that it all goes in. I actually have quite a bit of extra room in here, which I might put just my daily prescriptions in. I have them separated out to what I need to take per day, and then I have the little prescription cards. So if customs or anybody needs to look at them, they can. But I'll probably throw those on the top because this pouch is actually way too big for what I have here. This is all the medications for the most part, minus some Miralax, but I'll go through that in a second. This is a pocket ventilator, so that if you're giving CPR, you don't put your mouth directly on the patient. And if the patient were to vomit, which is very common when giving CPR, they wouldn't vomit into your mouth, which is like the worst thing ever, disgusting. But anyhow, it's like a single-use disposable little barrier that I just never want to think twice. If someone needs CPR, I want to be like, yep, I'm all for it. I don't want to be like, oh, well, I don't have anything and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to think about that. So that just gives me a little peace of mind. And here I have 2 sets of gloves rolled up. So this is one set of 2, and this is a set of 2. So there's 4 nitrile gloves in there. This is some like guard vapor barrier that helps prevent any kind of infection. It's got silver in it, so it's medical grade, and it is just really good for letting wounds breathe, but still keeping them from getting any infected. And you can cut it down to size, rinse it out, and reuse it once it's dry. This is very travel specific, so these are just some cough drops. 6 of them. They're sugar-free because I think the regular cough drops just make my teeth feel like sweaters. It's disgusting. So I always go sugar-free, but in the plane, it's very, very dry air that they recirculate. So I feel like my mouth is always super dry. So I just threw a few of those in just specifically for the plane. If I was driving, I probably wouldn't bring these. This is like half of a credit card cut up. Wrapped in Leuko tape, Leuko. It's medical tape, but it's super, super strong. It doesn't leave residue like duct tape. You can use this for a million and one things. People use this instead of moleskin for blisters. You can use it as a tape and make your own bandage. You can use it as a duct tape and repair something with it. And there's actually a decent amount on there. So that stuff works really, really well. So I have some of that. This is just a one-time thing of hand sanitizer. I'm gonna bring a small bottle of sanitizer with me, but this is specifically in the med kit for if I'm going to have to do something with someone. I can just, no matter what I'm doing, I just pop this and it pops open, gives me the sanitizer, sanitize your hands, and you're good to go. And then this is kind of where the meat and potatoes of it. As you can see, there's actually quite a bit more medications than there are anything else, but that's just because that's what I plan to use mostly, and I'm more likely to use a medication than I am to use something in here. So let me spread this all out, and I will get back with you. So this is that little med kit all spread out of everything that I have, and it all fits in this tiny little sandwich bag, and that just kind of keeps it organized for me. So if I have a wound, then I know I just grab this bag and I don't have to worry about anything else that's in there. The Leuko tape actually goes in that bag too, but I had already showed that to you with the one-time use hand sanitizers. I actually have 2 of those, so I won't talk about those, but those go in there as well. So we'll start over here. This is like a muscle rub that has some, it's it's called Deep Blue. It's a doTERRA essential oil, just a one-time use of a muscle rub, like a, it's just in there just because I have it. Honestly, if I didn't have it, I wouldn't worry about it. 2 things of the Neosporin, some burn cream, and then I have some steri strips that you can cut to size. Those are always great to have. As a kid, I lived on a farm, never had stitches until I was an adult, so we just always threw something like this on there or some super glue and called it good. This is a iodine swab stick. If you have a big wound that you're trying to clean out, this is really nice. Helps prevent some infection there. 3 gauze pads. They're pretty small, but like I said, I want to do something minimal here, and then if I were to have a big wound, then I would be calling for help anyhow, and probably just use somebody's shirt or something to apply pressure to a wound. But if it's a smaller wound than I can deal with, I can actually cut these up and use this Tegaderm to make a band-aid to whatever size I need to. But so that's the Tegaderm. It's a big old knee pad, band-aid. Some Celox, which is actually helps with blood clotting. It's super small and easy to pack, and man, if that helps somebody, then it's totally worth carrying. A couple alcohol prep pads, couple small band-aids, couple medium band-aids, and then I have these, which I can't even remember what they're called, but they are like for blisters. They're waterproof and they help with healing. Once you put this on, you kind of want to leave it until it starts to come off on its own. It almost gives you like a second skin. These 2 are specifically shaped for like the back of your heel if you get a blister. That's why I have 2 of them. Obviously, you have 2 feet, but they're amazing for any kind of wound. And then this is just a normal round one. But all of that fits easily into this sandwich bag. So let me spread out all my meds and we'll go to that one next. I actually forgot to mention the tweezers too that go in this particular sack. They're just a tiny pair of tweezers I think I got with a different medical kit, but I'm pretty accident prone, but you can use these tweezers for 1,000,001 things, and they're actually pretty small, and you would be able to get a splinter out pretty well with these things. All right, so here are all the medications that I take with me, and I take these pretty much everywhere with me. Most of them. Some of them are specific to travel, but for the most part, a lot of these I take with me. They're specific to me and my family, like I said before, so it just kind of gives you an idea. You can take whatever you see here and just make it fit your family in a better way. But I'll go through what I take. So I have pain here. I have IBS, so I have some medications for that there, allergies, and then prescriptions over there. So I get headaches and migraines, so I have Excedrin there. Aspirin is more of a life-saving medication. If I were to come into contact with somebody who was having chest pain, that's really the only reason why I carry that. A 12-hour leave, that's really good for aches and pains, some Advil and some Tylenol. And then, like I said, I have IBS, so I have these liquid gel tabs from Pepto-Bismol. They're like the best thing ever, in my opinion. I really, really like them. So I have some of those. I have some Tums or Rolaids, whatever works better for you. Some Gas-X pills. This is a prescription that I have for Zofran, which is an anti-nausea medication, so I take those, and some Imodium if the situation is dire. So that's all for that. Some of this stuff other people would take, but they'd probably just take like just the Imodium and the Tums probably. But this is a common issue that I deal with a lot, so I have to be ready. For allergies, I bring Benadryl. Really, that is more of a life-saving medication as well. If someone was having an allergic reaction and they didn't have an EpiPen or something, that could help them, at least until they get to that point. Just some Zyrtec. Claritin I take because I have problems with my ears popping on planes, and it's pretty painful. So if I take Claritin for like 10 days before and my whole trip, my ears don't bother me near as much. And then my wife has pretty bad allergies and she takes Allegra, so I would just need enough for the day, or for the number of days that we would be going. And this is just something that I carry when we're on a trip. And then I have 2 prescriptions over here. This one is a migraine medication because I get migraines, and an anxiety medication. Those I only take if I need to. And all of those medications fit in this bag. So let me put it all back together and I'll show you how it all fits. when I go to put this all together and I'm smushing these meds in here, just kind of like so, I always put the ones I use the most on top, just so they're easy to access and I don't have to dig through them all. And there's actually room for a few more, believe it or not, because that is pretty flat. I have all the other stuff in there. This just fits right in here, like so. And then, like I said, there's actually plenty of room for more stuff in there. Like I said, I'll probably put some of my prescriptions in there, and then my prescription documents in there, just so it's all in one spot. But that is a pretty minimal travel first aid kit. If you guys have a travel first aid kit that's pretty small, I'd love to hear about it or see it, you know, or leave a comment below of what you take, and let me know if you would like to see more of these small videos for travel. Please leave a comment below, like this video, and I'll be sure to make some more. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.